Hi Scorpio, welcome to July. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. I lost one of my lights went out. Okay. So, thank you. I want to say thank you for supporting this channel and commenting and liking, subscribing. And if you're new, welcome. So this month we have a new moon eclipse in Cancer, which is supportive to your sign, and a full moon in Capricorn, and that's an eclipse. Mercury goes retrograde in Leo this month, and we have a new moon in Leo at the end of the month on the 31st, a second new moon. So this is a jam-packed month with a lot of astrological activity, which we'll get into later. So what does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of July? What is coming up for Scorpio? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for July 2019? The King of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, Six of Swords, the Tower, the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups. So, you have the King of Pentacles. This is, if you could be dealing with an earth sign, that could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If not, this person owns a lot of land, deals with money, could be an accountant, a banker, real estate, or even an entrepreneur. But this person is very stable, very traditional, cares about home and family. Material possessions help this person feel safe. You could be looking for security in the month of July, some type of financial security. And something is being offered to you, but you're not sure you want to accept it. Your current situation, you may feel bored, underappreciated. And then someone offers you love. There's an opportunity coming out of the cloud. But you're not ready to give up your current status right now. You're like, even though you're not happy with the way things are, you're not ready to change anything. You're just contemplating at the beginning of the month. Now you have the Six of Swords, so things have already started to get better. This is a card of moving away from difficulty and moving toward greater harmony, moving away from troubles. You may have experienced a traumatic event of change, major change. The Tower brings an awakening. It brings the truth to the surface. It can be a blow to your ego. The Tower is about breaking down and rebuilding. So you may have come through a period of transformation, where something was broken down so that you could rebuild along a better path. But that influence is fading. So whatever trauma you've experienced in the past, that is moving away. And you're healing from that. You're moving away from that. The High Priestess is coming up here in the future. And the Eight of Swords. This is interesting because some truths may have been revealed with the Tower. You may have seen a relationship in a different way. There could have been an ending of a relationship because you saw the truth about someone. Or you realized certain things it could also be like an awakening in the way you're seeing things. Because once you see the truth about something, you can't unsee it. And the High Priestess here, it predicts a favorable outcome. There are things going on behind the scenes where you have to trust your intuition. The High Priestess is about inner knowing and following that inner voice to guide you when you're not sure about what's going on in the physical world. And you have this Eight of Swords here. So there's a part of you that feels stuck and paralyzed in a sense, like you're unable to move. You're afraid to move out of your current situation. I feel like you're wanting to break free of something, but you're afraid to take that step. Even though what's being offered might be something that can help free you and change your life in a major way, you're choosing to remain stuck. There's just fear connected to this offer. You're afraid to accept the love that's being offered. Maybe it's because of something that you've gone through in the past. You're still recovering from some type of trauma. And so this new offer is like scary to you. Like, I don't know, am I going to go through that trauma again? Do I accept this new offer? But you have the Nine of Cups here. This is a wish fulfillment card. So you can achieve everything that you want to achieve. You just have to, believe in it. It's in your negative thinking sector. So part of you, I think mentally, you're blocking your success by negative thinking. The Hermit is in your environment. This is a card of feeling lonely, feeling alone. It's also a card of going to someone for advice and guidance. So you could have friends or people around you that are trying to lead you out of the darkness. You could be going to a counselor maybe to help you deal with the trauma of this tower event that you went through. And that can be very successful because you have the Chariot here. The Chariot is a card of victory through self-control and discipline. You have to get a hold of your mental state. And maybe your mind has been all over the place, or your emotions have been all over the place. And they've been leading you in different directions. And you're like coming out of this confusion. So you might be going for some type of guidance or counseling to help you deal with some past trauma that's been keeping you locked in fear. Because I see this Knight of Cups coming. There's someone who wants to offer you love, a romantic proposal. And it could be a really good connection. It could bring you everything you've always wanted. All you have to do is accept. But for some reason you're choosing not to. You're afraid of it. So maybe counseling would help you to figure out what it is that you really want. Because this is also a card of taking time out to think, is this relationship right for me? Is this partnership right for me? What do I need to be happy? What is it that I really want for myself? And once you figure that out, you'll know what the answer is. You'll know, do I accept this offer or not? But before you can accept, you have to know what it is you need. And that will help you make this decision. The Knight of Cups can also be someone who is coming back into your life, who's been gone. Maybe someone left because they thought there was a better life somewhere else and there are better options somewhere else. And that didn't work out, and now they're coming back wanting to reconnect with people who care about them and love them. So you could be getting, someone can be coming back offering you love once they realize that they should have been with you all along. So let's see, let's see what the astrology has to say about your conditions of this month. So in Scorpio, you have the new moon in the 9th house, and it's an eclipse, conjunct the North Node. So the 9th house is about teaching and learning, education, higher education, spirituality, long distance travel, breaking out of your comfort zone, breaking out of, exploring the world, learning about cultures other than your own and belief systems other than your own. So you could be thinking about embarking on a new educational course or a new type of spirituality. You're getting guidance. You're learning this month. And that guidance is going to help you to find your soul path, your karmic path. It's going to lead you. It's going to be healing, because Cancer is a sign of the healer, the mother. So there's something within you that needs to be healed. And this educational experience is going to help you. So you could be going back to school or learning new skills, and that's going to help you on your path. You have Saturn in the 3rd house. So you could be having some difficulties with siblings, relatives, your immediate family. Maybe they don't share your spiritual beliefs, or their communication style, they're very rigid and very conservative. And you want to explore new ways of thinking and new ways of being. And so you may have some flack around that. Jupiter's in your 2nd house, so it's going to be bringing in abundance and money and opportunity. There are going to be opportunities coming to you. It's been in your 2nd house in Sagittarius for the year. It's going to be leaving in the fall, but it's helping you to raise your awareness and realize, to feel more positive about yourself and to be more optimistic when it comes to what you need. Believe that you can receive what you need. Neptune's in the 5th. That could be tricky when it comes to romance, but it's excellent for creativity. So if you ever wanted to express yourself creatively, Neptune in the 5th is supporting that. The full moon happens in your 4th house. It affects the 4th and the 10th. So career, something comes to completion in terms of career and home. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was Libra. This is Scorpio, 3rd and 9th house. So you might be finishing up an educational project by this full moon. So if you've embarked on some kind of training program or some type of learning, you're learning new skills or new things, this comes to completion by the full moon. And it's helping you there could be some issues around relatives that involve, because you have Pluto and the moon conjunct in the 3rd house, which is the house of siblings and relatives like aunts, uncles, cousins. So there could be some powerful communication happening at this full moon. And it's very emotional. Sometimes the moon eclipses someone from our lives. When these eclipses happen, it can eclipse someone, a female figure. Or it could also mean that you finally speak your truth and it has a profound effect on you, on the relationship. It's time to look at things realistically in terms of family and your relatives. and to communicate your needs at a deep level. It calls for going deep, not superficial communication, but deep communication, where you state what you need. And there could be some power struggles with Pluto there. But whatever, the message needs to be said. The communication needs to happen. Mercury is retrograding through your 10th house. So it could bring up issues, career issues. You may even get a second chance to go back to a project that you had initiated in the past and redo it and make it better. You could be connecting with people that you've worked with in the past, and revising something or tweaking something. Communication could be a little bit, you have to make sure that you communicate clearly. There could be some confusion in communication when Mercury goes retrograde. But you may have a chance to shine because Mercury's in Leo and it's aspecting your 10th house. So communication is going to be important. You may have a second chance at something to show your skills and to fix what went wrong, to redo something so that it's better the second time around. And finally, the new moon in Leo at the end of the month, July 31st, falls in your 10th house. So I feel like you can have a new beginning in career with this new moon. It's supported by Venus. It's conjunct Venus. And it's trine by Jupiter in the 2nd house. So you could have a new job or a new opportunity that brings in money. If you are offered a new job with Venus in the 10th, you're going to love the job and love the work that you do. It'll be very creative. You'll have a really good working relationship with the people that you're working with. And you'll be able to use your creativity on this new opportunity. And it will bring in money. It will affect your financial situation in a positive way. So you could have a raise or promotion or increase in salary. So don't be afraid to accept the opportunities that are coming. And work out your whatever issues around communication that need to be worked out, where you speak your truth. And maybe clear up some misunderstandings that have happened with your close relatives. And if certain relationships need to be severed during this time because of the eclipses, let it go. If the eclipse takes something away, it's for the best, because it's freeing you to embrace a new path, to get on the right path, to surround yourself with the right people. And you're getting an opportunity, a new start in your career and in your status. And that could even be love with the Knight of Cups. So I really like, in spite of all the stuff that's going on with these eclipses and the Mercury retrograde and all the confusion, when the dust settles, I think everyone's going to be in a better place by the new moon in Leo. Because this is such a beautiful new moon with Venus conjunct it and Jupiter. There are no negative aspects to this new moon. It's just Venus and Jupiter supporting this new moon. So it gives you a new beginning to find a career path or a job that really expresses who you are. And you can show your skills, because Leo is about being seen, in the public eye, being recognized, performing. So I think that if you find a new job at the end of the month, it will be a job that you love and that you can really shine in this new position. So I'm not worried about you. You have the Nine of Cups here. If you have any blockages, anything that's fear, any fear or any trauma that you need to overcome, or any kind of fears, work on that during this Mercury retrograde period to heal and to free yourself from the past, so that you can embrace this new beginning when the new moon in Leo comes. Because after this new moon, that's going to bring opportunity. That's going to bring much better times for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. And I wish you the best. If you'd like to have a private reading, you can contact me in the link in the description box. But things are looking up. So don't fear. Embrace the new. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.